So it's daylight saving time, fall back, spring forward. So we got an extra hour of sleep this morning. But, ooh, that light makes me look beautiful. But I'm still not dressed and drinking coffee. My child is dressed, completely ready for church.
I'm having this for church.
My other little man is dressed, but he's having breakfast. It's kind of sweet. My mom makes us all breakfast on Sundays, so I can take it easy. So, I got up, slept till about 7:15, which felt like 8:15. I was pretty much awake the last 20 minutes of that, but I just stayed in bed because it felt good. And it's light outside, which is crazy. So that means I'm gonna have to start getting up a little earlier to let the chickens out, which is fine. My crazy tower garden light beams down the hallway, so it's like, good morning. And usually my boys go early with daddy to church, because he plays drums, and so he goes an hour before all of us. But this morning I didn't think about it, and there was a lot of disappointment, so we just got through talking about that. So from now on, I gotta help them get up and dressed and ready in time to go with daddy, because they really are just gravitating towards daddy now. It's a beautiful, wonderful, glorious thing. But if I think about it too much, it makes me cry. Not because I don't want it to happen. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I could not be more thankful. But it's kind of weird when your boys are not like, mommy, mommy for everything anymore. They still definitely need me. I am still mommy, and daddy is daddy. And there are things that daddy can never fulfill for them that only I can, and vice versa. And that's the beautiful design of the Lord. But man, it's like different. It's different. So I'm very thankful though. Are you hurt, my love?
Yeah.
What happened?
I fell down the steps and my ankle bone moved.
I'm sorry. See? This is what mommies are for. I'm gonna collect our Bibles. I know their Bibles are in the car, so let me get my Bible and my tithe. And I've got some meat that I bought for a friend who just had a baby that could not make it to the farmer's market yesterday, so she asked me to please buy her some meat. So let me put that next to my stuff so I don't forget it. And I have a bag in the car filled with things that I need to give back to people. We had a huge Latin feast here a few weeks ago with all of the Latins from our church, and it was so fun. But a lot of people left things like oven mitts and water bottles, etc. So I'm returning those things to them. So I've got that in the car, the meat next to my purse and my Bible. And I'm pretty sure that's all I have to remember to take with me. So, time to get dressed. So
Good thing I brought this.
we're always rushing when it's time to get to anywhere on time. Need to get gas today. We are headed to church. Got the chicken in the oven for lunch when we get back, and we'll probably make a big salad next to that. A beautiful fall. Look at all these leaves raining down.
I think this one.
Sorrow, when my sinking hopes are Church, arise and put your armor on. Hear the call of Christ our captain. For now the weak can say that they are strong in the strength that God has given. With shield of faith and belt of truth, we'll stand against the devil's lies. An army bold, whose battle cry is love, reaching out to those in darkness. Our call to war, to love the captive soul, but to rage against the captor. And with the sword that makes the wounded whole, we will fight with faith and valor. When faced with trials on every side, we know the outcome is secure, and Christ will have the price for which he died, an inheritance of nations. Come see the cross, where love and mercy meet, as the Son of God is stricken, and see his foes lie crushed beneath his feet. For the conqueror has risen, and as the stone is rolled away, and Christ emerges from the grave, this victory march continues till the day every eye and heart shall see him. So Spirit, come, put strength in every stride, give grace for every hurdle, that we may run with faith to win the prize of the servant good and faithful. As saints of old still line the way, retelling triumphs of his grace. We hear their calls and hunger for the day when with Christ we stand in glory.
Okay, I was able to sneak 2 songs in for you guys. I felt so weird. I'll probably never do that again, but I did it today. And it was so funny, like my nerves were like, yeah, crazy. I don't know why, I was so nervous. So the sermon was so good. It was Romans 6, and it was about being dead to sin, alive to righteousness, alive in Christ, and being a slave to righteousness versus being a slave to sin. And it was so good. Just talked about cultivating righteousness in our lives. We don't only want to fast and put off and mortify sin in our life, but we want to cultivate righteousness in our life. So we want to fast and feast. Fast from sin, feast in God's righteousness and who we are in Christ. And it was just really good.
It's amazing. I know. It's so exciting. I want to buy
That's funny that you said mantle because mantel is tablecloth in Spanish.
Here we go.
Hey. Their laying is slowing down. Got one egg and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. One of my chickens is molting really bad. Can you tell which one it is? Look at that poor thing. The leaves, like I see them falling like crazy, but for some reason I'll film and you can't see them in the camera. So anyway, they're obviously falling since our entire backyard is covered in them. Okay, I'm gonna go and pick up a SCOBY from my friend for my first batch of kombucha. The hollies have grown. Look how beautiful that is. This is one of the many things I only ever saw on TV or in cartoons before I moved to Tennessee. A real holly. How beautiful is that? So it is not the norm at all that we do anything besides church on Sundays. And it's definitely not the norm that we do anything separate from each other. But we kind of have no choice today. I need a SCOBY for my first batch of kombucha. And then my husband got some shelf space at a health food store, or kind of like a healthy grocery store nearby, for his fresh roasted coffee. So he's got some stuff to take care of today for that. All right, now pick this up. And put it in there. So I made it to the store and to my friends. I got the SCOBY from her, so I'm gonna be re-filming my first batch of kombucha, and the first video to my little kombucha series that I'll be doing. So I have nursery at church tonight, so I'm gonna switch my clothes into something that I don't mind getting slobber and spit up on. And well, it's still pretty early in the day, but I've got to get dinner going and head out to church. So I am going to close up the chickens, run upstairs, leave a little dinner prepped. They are not coming with me because Hector's still not back. And when he gets back, he has to roast coffee. Let's see if there's any eggs. Oh man. So only one egg today. All right, it's getting to be that time of the year. Either they have a secret spot somewhere that I haven't discovered, or they're laying a lot less.